Hi everybody. Today we're back again for week 3. I held up 4, but then I meant 3. So we're back for week 3. I haven't done my hair, but no one cares. So we're just going to get started because there's not a lot to be said. So I'm kind of just going to get started, and a lot of injuries last week. That's all I can really tell you. Nothing else should be said, so I'm going to get started right away. Starting it off, Thursday night, we've got Dolphins versus Jaguars. Dolphins aren't looking... they're looking okay up to this point, but they're just not the team. And Jaguars, tank for Trevor might be over now. So I'm going to go with the Jaguars. I think maybe the Vikings are going for tank for Trevor, which would be fine by me. I don't have a problem with it. If you think about it, if the Packers win the Super Bowl this year, then Aaron Rodgers will retire, and then we don't have to hear about him anymore. Maybe I actually want the Packers to win now. Mind blown. Now we're going to pick the Jaguars over the Dolphins. Then we got the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. So the 49ers, obviously Richard Sherman's still out. Jimmy Garoppolo got hurt. Who else? So Garoppolo is hurt. Nick Bosa with the torn ACL. Raheem Mostert is hurt too. I don't know how long he'll be out, but I know for sure for this game, a couple weeks I think. I don't have this written down, so yeah, Mostert's hurt. Garoppolo's hurt. Bosa's hurt. Sherman's hurt. Their entire team is hurt. But on the other side, we got the Giants, and their top receiver, Sterling Shepard, is on the IR. So that means he's going to be out for at least 3 weeks. And with Daniel Jones, he doesn't have many other weapons. Even though everyone is injured, I'm still going to pick the Niners. But I could see the Giants winning it. Just want to let you know that. Next up, we've got Washington FT versus the Cleveland Browns. Washington lost to Arizona last week. They looked okay, but not super great. And the Browns... Are the Browns 0-2? Oh, no, they won last Thursday night. But the Browns looked pretty good in that game. So I'm going to go with the Browns. Browns over Washington. Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles. Cincinnati. Oh, so last week, by the way, I went 14 for 16 in picks. Just know not all those were in the video. I actually changed some after I filmed the video. Like a few of them last week. I picked the Bengals to win and they lost. And then on Monday night, I picked the Saints to win and they lost. Those are the only 2 I got wrong. Because a couple of them I changed. I picked the Vikings to beat the Colts, but on Saturday before the game, I picked the Colts to win that one, so I changed that one. But other than that, I think that might have been the only one I changed. But I went 14 for 16, and that is pretty sick. So I'll take that. Then we've got I did pick the Rams to beat the Eagles, which did make me proud. So the Bengals, they're looking meh. Joe Burrow, he's actually doing pretty good. But we got the Eagles. They're 0-2. They've been having some troubles. This is honestly a dilemma for me. I'll go with the Eagles. Fine. Last week, I did pick the Bengals to win. I've picked the Bengals to win twice. And I picked the Eagles. Oh, I have a random cut mark on my arm, and it hurts a lot. And I did pick the Rams to beat the Eagles last week, and that happened. But as much as it pains me, I'm going to pick the Eagles. Barely. Now we've got the Las Vegas Raiders and New England Patriots. This game is pretty dead even to me. Raiders are 2-0. They just won on Monday night in their stadium opener. And I just peeled this thing off. I really hope it doesn't start bleeding. Yeah, my bad. Where was I talking about? Oh, then we got the Patriots. They're 1-1. They were close to 2-0, but the goal line stand from that Seattle defense, baby. So we're gonna go with the Patriots, but in a close game. Close game here. I could see the Raiders taking it. Then we've got the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, the Bears are 2-0, but I really don't know how, and my arm is bleeding, so I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We got a Band-Aid. We're all fine now. Okay, so which one was I on? Oh, the Bears. Bears are 2-0. How? I don't know. Falcons. Do the Falcons have any wins? No, they don't. Or do they? Depends who they played last week. Oh, the Falcons blew their big lead to Dallas, so now they're 0-2. But I'm going to give this one to the Falcons because I don't know how the Bears are 2-0. Then we've got the Los Angeles Rams and Buffalo Bills. Rams are 2-0, and they are looking pretty good, I can't lie. And the Buffalo Bills, they're also 2-0 and looking pretty good. Surprise upset alert. I'm going to pick the Rams to win this one. But don't be surprised if the Bills do. This one's kind of an upset. But I would like to see the Rams win, and I just think that'd be pretty awesome to see them do good this year again. Then we got the Houston Texans versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Texans are 0-2. Steelers are 2-0. We're going to go with the Steelers. No other explanation is needed. Oh, were there any other major injuries from teams I've talked about yet? Washington, no. Browns, no. Bengals, no. Eagles, no. Raiders, no. I don't think so, at least. Patriots, don't think so. Bears, don't think so. Falcons, don't think so. Oh, the Giants. Yeah, Saquon Barkley's out for the year, actually. So I am going to stick with Niners winning that game, even though the Giants just signed Devonta Freeman yesterday. I'm still going to pick the Niners to win that game because Saquon's their best guy, so. But Andy's out for the season with a torn ACL. Who else do we have? Falcons, no, I don't think at least. Rams, no. Bills, no. Texans, I don't think they have anyone hurt. Oh, man, my bad. Steelers might have a running back or something. Then we've got Tennessee Titans and the Minnesota Vikings. Titans don't have anyone hurt. At least I don't think they do. My bad if they do. But the Titans, they're looking pretty good. They're 2-0 so far in the season, you know. They've had some pretty close games, but they're also looking pretty good. So, Titans are taking on the Minnesota Vikings. And my Vikings are 0-2, and they're not looking good at all. So we're going to go with the Titans. No-brainer on this one. You know what's kind of funny? The Vikings play the Tennessee Titans this week, Houston Texans next week, and the Seattle Seahawks week after. And that legitimately means the Vikings could start the season 0-5, which is sad to think about. And linebacker Anthony Barr is out with a torn pectoral muscle. So he's out for the season. Barr is. Then we've got the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Panthers, Christian McCaffrey is out for this game, and he's their best player by far. And the Los Angeles Chargers don't have really any major injuries, besides Derwin James, who's also out for the season. But that was before the season even started. But we're going to go with the Chargers just because of the McCaffrey injury. New York Jets and Indianapolis Colts. For the Colts, I don't know how long Paris Campbell's going to be out. But yeah, he got hurt. And there's, I think, another Jets player, or Indianapolis player, but I don't remember who. So the Colts are 1-1, and they're not looking too bad. The New York Jets, probably 0-2. To be honest, I don't know. Are they 0-2? My guess is yes, so we're going to go with Indianapolis. Then we've got the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. This is probably America's game of the week. Oh, this starts the late afternoon games, by the way. This game does. So Dallas, they're 1-1 on the season. They came back from like a 20-0 deficit to win the game 40-39. Only time I've ever seen a 20-point deficit that I remember was last year when the Minnesota Vikings actually did it to the Denver Broncos. They were down 20-0 at the half, and they came back to win the game 27-23. That was pretty lit. But we're going to have to go with... Actually, I didn't talk about the Seahawks. Seattle, they are 2-0 right now. They're certainly in the top 5 of all NFL teams. So I'm going to have to go with Seattle. I think their big goal line stand back on Sunday night against New England, that's going to be big. And so we're going to go with Seattle. Detroit Lions versus Arizona Cardinals. Detroit is 0-2 on the year, not looking super great. I mean, they did hold a multi-score lead to the Green Bay Packers, but they couldn't do anything with it. And the Arizona Cardinals, I mean, Kyler Murray, he's actually looking good. I doubted him, but no longer. Kyler Murray's actually doing pretty good. So, we're going to go with the Cardinals to win this game. Yes, Cardinals win and somehow become 3-0. Would they become 3-0? What's the Cardinals' record now? They won their first one. They won their second one. So, yeah, they'd be 3-0. Then we've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Denver Broncos. To me, this is going to be a good game. So, Buccaneers, it's the Bucs. They took a nice win last week, which I kind of expected. Going up against the Denver Broncos, Drew Lock is hurt. Cortland Sutton's out for the season. So, we're going to go with the Bucs. Green Bay Packers and New Orleans Saints, that's Sunday night. Packers are 2-0, and they're looking pretty good, I can't lie. I was overestimating them for a while this year. I was underestimating them. I just thought that they were way overrated and that they weren't as good as they actually were hyped to be. But they're looking pretty good. And the Saints, they just took a tough loss on Monday night. And, yeah, that's tough. But people might hate me for this, but I'm going to pick the Packers to win this game. Legitimately, I do think the Packers are going to win this game. If there's no fans, which there won't be, then I do think that the Green Bay Packers have a legitimate shot of winning the game. And that's why I want the Packers to win the Super Bowl, so they don't have to talk about how Aaron Rodgers is better than Kirk Cousins, even though he is. And last but not least, we've got Monday night, Kansas City Chiefs and Baltimore Ravens. Both teams are 2-0, and this is going to be a shootout game. So, beginning of the season, I thought 100% Chiefs are going to win this game. 100% Chiefs win. Easy. Ravens are overhyped. I mean, they're still pretty good, but I just thought way overhyped. Chiefs with the easy win on this game. But Ravens are looking good. And the Chiefs had some troubles against the Chargers last week. I mean, they did still win the game in overtime, but I'm actually going to go with the Ravens to win this one. As much as it pains me, I do want the Chiefs to win it. I don't like the Ravens. I don't like Lamar Jackson. He's overrated and everything. But I'm going to pick the Ravens to win this game. I hope the Chiefs win. But that's going to be it for the week 3. Hope there's none I missed. The closest game for me this week is going to be probably Packers and Saints on Sunday night. And the most far-fetched game for me is probably going to be actually Titans versus Vikings. Because the Vikings are bad. And now you guys on my videos, you now have permission to hate on the Vikings as much as you want. Because I am too. I already gave up hope on their season. I know it's 2 games in, but they're not making any improvements. And now Anthony Barr's out for the season. It's over. Maybe next year. Probably not, though. There's always next year. But then there's also never next year. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, peace. Good night, everybody. Have a good night.